Check out this Survivor 1968 Pontiac GTO, backed up by all its numbers matching engine, transmission, and low mileage. It's powered by its original WT code 400 V8, backed up by a 4-speed Muncie transmission, which the VIN number is on the motor and the VIN is also on the transmission. Engine runs great, car performs great, goes down the road really nice. Previous owner drove the car to us to sell it to us, so he says a lot about the cars. It does come with power steering in the engine compartment. It's really nice. In my opinion, the car has been repainted, but other than that, I think that's pretty much the only thing that was done to this car. It's originally dark green car, just like it looks today. Black vinyl top, which I believe is the original, and the black interior, which I'll show you in a little bit. I'm sure that's the original. The paint on it, I'm guessing, was probably done maybe 20 years ago. Still looks great. I'll show, point out some imperfections. It's not perfect, but a beautiful driver. As we look at the front Enduro bumper, and every GTO I've ever had has had some light cracks in that Enduro bumper. A guy can repaint it again, but in a year or two they seem like they crack right back. So we got a few little cracks in that Enduro bumper. We got some spots right here. But as I look how that fits the fender, it fits nice, and our fit against the hood and the fender is perfect from front to back. All the way along there, it matches up nicely. We also have a crack here, kind of a long crack right here. There's a couple right here on each side of the nose. Like I said, just very small. They're just cracks in the paint. They're not big gouges, nothing like that. Just little, look like scratches almost. But as far as the hideaway headlights, they work. They all look original. The chrome around there is not perfect, but it's very nice shape. As we look at our passenger side hood gap, that's nice and straight and lies flat across it all the way. Like I said, this is a beautiful car, and it's got just over 71,000 actual miles, I believe. Tires are new on it, got BFG radials, raised white letters. Riding on a beautiful set of PMD rallies. Trim rings look good. As we go out across the hood, nothing jumps out at me. I don't see any visible dings, no visible scratches, nothing like that. As we come down to the side of this Enduro bumper, same thing. We got some little stress crack right on the side of it. Front valance in front of the front wheel is excellent. Over the wheel wells, great. Down low, no blisters. No blisters in the door on the front or the back. I mean, this car is super solid. When it came in, the floors, frame, trunk, everything is rock solid on it. I didn't see a patch anywhere underneath or a rust spot. We coated it all black. It just looks fantastic underneath. Also has brand new dual exhaust on it, and that's been done in the last year and a half. In my opinion, it sounds just like a GTO should. Vinyl top looks good. I don't see any blisters or anything like that. On the sides, even on the back here, it's all nice and tight. Lower molding's good. No blisters over the quarter panel. Nothing down low. Just a very solid car. I don't think it's, in my opinion, I looked at those lower quarters behind the rear wheel. There wasn't any patches on either side of them. I mean, they're all original. I'm sure that the outside quarter skins are probably all original as well. I don't think this car's ever had any rust anywhere on it. Our rubbers are nice and pliable. I'm guessing when the car was repainted, they probably put new rubbers on it. Either that or they're, like I said, or it's like the interior and it's original. Bottom corner of the door is nice. There's absolutely no body filler there. It's original. come in here to our door panel. Excellent condition. And in my opinion, the whole interior I think is all original. I don't think anything's been done on the interior. If we look at our handles and the chrome on the handles and stuff on it, it's just in great shape. Dash pad is excellent. I don't see any cracks in the dash pad. The paint on the dash is still nice. The wood grain walnut trim is great on it. Dome light works. Headliner's excellent. Around the back window is nice. Still has the original package tray back there. It's got seat belts for 3 in the back. Top of the back seat, a lot of times they'll crack. This one is not. It's all nice. There's nothing back there. I don't see any seam splits anywhere in this back seat. Back door panel is excellent shape. Armrests are nice. Here again, if you can see a close up of this window crank, just proves that the thing's all original. Still has this original window felts in them and they're excellent condition. This rubber here is all nice. Roof rail rubber is original and that's excellent as well. I wouldn't replace it. Windows go up and down nice. Looks like it's going to seal real nicely. Door shuts nice, lines up well. Like I said, this is just a beautiful survivor condition car with one repaint. I don't think the engine's ever been pulled out of this car. So we look up and down the sides, super straight. Paint has a really nice finish on it. Exhaust sounds good. I don't see any smoke coming out the tailpipes, nice and clean there. Back bumper is original, but look at the shine on it. The shine on the bottom is absolutely perfect, but as we come up here, you can see the oxidation along the very top of it. So that is our original bumper as well. Trunk gap looks good. It's got the Hearst equipped badge on it. It does have the factory 4-speed. Go to our website, coyoteclassics.com. You'll be able to see the probably about 15 pictures of the floor pans. Also original trunk floor. The original trunk floor still has all its factory speckling under its original mat. The original mat's not even cracked on it. So whoever had this car all these years has really taken care of it. And like I said, I'm really sure that it's probably 71,000 miles and not 171,000. As we look up and down the driver's side is just as straight as the passenger. Very, very straight, nice. No bubbles or blisters anywhere in this rear quarter panel. Also, the quarter panel has a really nice finish. All nice and clean down there, no blisters, nothing in the doors, nothing in the lower fender. I don't see any scratches, chips anywhere in the front fender. Our door gap lines up very nicely. Like I said, the paint on this thing is really nice. Driver's side door panel is absolutely perfect, just like the passenger. I don't even see really where it's worn up at the front. That original carpet's still very nice on it. You can feel the carpet and just feel that it's not, not a new aftermarket door panel. I'm sure it's the original one, but it's not worn on the carpet or the vinyl. Corners of the doors are excellent. Rubbers are nice. This channel right here, you can tell this rubber channel right here probably should be replaced. It's just that's getting a little weak. I don't know if it has wind noise or not, but it's getting a little weak. Other than that, there's your rubber on this side. excellent, original. Same thing with the roof rail rubber, a couple little cracks, stuff like that in it. But for original, I've seen way worse, so I don't know if I'd replace it or not. I'd probably leave it alone. We go up here, and this quarters all look nice in the door jamb area. Body by Fisher, panels are original. Retractable seat belts in the front. Does have the dome light works, and as far as our seat belts, it's got the overhead shoulder belts also. So we look in here. This car, like I said, has always been green, has never been painted a different color. To my knowledge, it's just a super clean car. It does have the aftermarket wood grain wheel in it, in which the horn does not work, just for the simple fact that the button, a lot of times they don't work on those. Wipers work. The emergency brake works great. Gas gauge works. Other than that, we have factory gauges as far as lights. Does have the factory tack. Works great. Heater fan works. Original AM Delco radio works. I'm sorry, it's got a factory AM FM radio, so that works. It's actually got a pretty good sound system in it, so, and that's all factory. It's been sitting here idling for quite a while. We got it carrying about 21 pounds of oil pressure after about 10 minutes of running. The amp gauge shows that it's running about 12. I'm not sure if that works or not. As far as the, I'll turn on the lights and see what it's going to do. Yeah, the amp gauge shows it's not charging up to 14, so we'll check that when we get back. The dash lights all work on it. Hideaway headlights open and close. It does have the factory Hurst shifter, 4-speed. It's also got the T-handle for it, if that's what a guy would rather have. It's in here. So we open up the glove box. Just got some more information in there. As far as our glove box opens and closes well, that wood grain on the dash is beautiful shape. E-brake comes right off. Really, the only thing I got to do to it is just check on that volt meter and see why that's not charging, or if the gauge is just bad. Power steering works great on this GTO. It's just got manual brakes, but the brakes work excellent. This car just grabs right now. It's got lower gears in it, I think upper 3s. I think that's how it came from the factory. I'll have to look at the PHS documents again, but this car doesn't sit there and burn the tires, man. This thing just rolls. The engine doesn't miss a beat. Tire brakes here. Yeah, you got a nice full pedal, no pull left or right. They stop really nice and straight. This is a very fast GTO, but as far as the steering and everything goes, it's just perfect. I was 70 right there, no squealing tires, it just hooks up and goes. Cruising 4th gear right now, 60 mile an hour. It is doing 2,400 RPMs. The gauges on here are crystal clear. The speedometer doesn't bounce a bit. Punch it down in 4th. Doing 70 at, hold it at 70, let's see what it's doing for RPM. 2,900 RPMs at 70 mile an hour. So it's got great gears in it. It's got great takeoff, but yeah, you can head down the interstate and not get too bad of gas mileage. Absolutely no disappointments in driving this car. paint looks really nice on it. Floors are super solid. Interior is all original. Just a great, one thing I forgot to mention on the interior, the driver's side seat, you can't see it really until you put some pressure on it, but it's got a seam split on the driver's side seat back. So I forgot to mention that on the initial video. No disappointments in this car all the way around.